Well, Democrats are continuing to crumble. Al Green doing them absolutely no favors while getting censured today. This dude couldn't keep his mouth shut long enough while the president was speaking to Congress. He got thrown off the House floor during that speech. This is what I have been saying for years, is that Republicans are always talking about decorum and taking the high road, and Democrats just don't care about any of those things. When they're in the minority, they are agents of chaos. They do whatever they want, rules be damned. But God forbid, the one time Republicans actually follow through and hold someone accountable. Keep in mind, 10 Democrats actually voted for this censure too. And you guys saying, we shall overcome.
With public reading of this resolution.
Just the irony here, that the Democrat Party, the party that during the Civil War was for slavery, is on the House floor today with black members, by the way, elected members of U.S. Congress, which is clearly no shortage of rights here in America, and they're singing a song that originated in slavery. This was the song of the Civil Rights Movement, which, by the way, Democrats were also on the wrong side of. Jim Crow laws. All the things that were overcome in this reference to that song are things that the Democrat Party stood for. Now, I know history is hard for you libs, but what exactly are you trying to overcome? Like, Al Green broke the rules, and he admitted it. You overcoming the rules now? Because all I've heard from you since Trump took office was the importance for the rules and how you're like fighting for the Constitution. You can't even read the Constitution and all that stuff. But don't worry. Where there's a camera, you'll find AOC. This is how the de facto co-leader of the Democrat Party responded today.
It's really because Republicans they're very thin-skinned and they're very sensitive and their feelings are very easily hurt, and so they have to vote on censure resolutions.
I'm sorry, we're the ones who are sensitive? Republicans? You guys have a full-blown meltdown if someone uses the wrong pronoun. You hyperventilate on your yoga mat if you run out of almond milk at your local latte shop. You hold a press conference if someone uses the wrong gender. Your party screams at the lake at gatherings. You scream at nothing. Like this. Because you couldn't cope with Trump winning. There are countless videos of you thin-skinned vegans whining and crying because you think Trump's going to do something that he never said he was going to do. You gluten-free, tofu-eating Birkenstock coastal elites have run an entire campaign on sensitivity and feel-good, placid niceties while you defund the police, doubling our taxes, holding soy-based bake sales to raise awareness for, the Guatemalan water moccasin with 7 masks on. You blue-haired baristas spent 4 years trying to cancel anyone with calluses on their hands because it was toxic masculinity. And you're calling Republicans sensitive? That's rich. Okie doke. Keep that up for the next 4 years, please. Oh, and by the way, this you, AOC? This socialist with an economics degree from Boston who was a bartender until a talent agency reinvented your identity and recruited you to run for Congress? That you fake crying at a border facility with nobody in it that Barack Obama built? Lady, you grew up in Westchester, okay? Affluent Westchester. Don't pretend to be some Jenny from the block, okay? But this is as disconnected as the Democrat Party is. I mean, it actually is a gift to be able to go through life and have this little self-awareness like Democrats do. You guys just got creamed in a national, I'm talking smackdown like nobody's business, like a WWE event, okay? You performed worse in every single county than the previous election, and your answer is to double down? Okay. This is your new recruiting ad. You see this? A bunch of Temu Avengers. I mean, what's the goal here? I am actually, you know what? I'm going to cheer this on. I think it's great. You guys should run on this for the next 4 years. I saw this morning. I almost considered donating to the Democrat Party just to help you promote videos like this. Because right now, you guys are the best players on Trump's team, apparently. Even John Fetterman realizes how ridiculous you are. He tweeted out a sad calculate of self-owns and unhinged petulance. It only makes Trump look more presidential and restrained. We're becoming metaphorical car alarms that no one pays attention to and may not be the winning message. The guy recovered from an aneurysm and he figured this out. And if you can't realize how crazy that is, that the dude who can't even be bothered to put on a pair of pants for the Senate floor thinks you're nuts, Could you imagine if they started drug testing members of Congress? And the second someone tries to talk just a little bit of sense into these people, the other face of the Democrat Party, Jasmine Crockett, goes on a podcast and says Trump wants to bring back slavery.
Oh, they taking your black jobs. They taking your black jobs. Not really. They are obviously jobs that they want us to go back to, such as work in the fields, all right? Those immigrants that come into our country, they work the fields, something that we ain't done in a long time. And clearly, he is trying to make us go back to the fields.
Oh, she said that out loud. Work in the fields? Look, I will donate $1,000 to David Hogg's super PAC. I will deliver that money in cash to his skinny little peanut arms if you can show me one time Trump said anything like that. Huh? In fact, I can show you where Democrats only wanted people working in the fields.
If you look at the food that's on your table, think about who picked it.
He's going to deport 20 million people, the people who pick your crops.
If you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that,
No.
you know what I mean? Like, what I'm saying.
Nope. Like, take your over-virtuous fake outrage and try it on someone else. You people are intolerable. I mean, look, your answer is to shut down the government now? Like, that's all you got? That's their new thing? How many times did Democrats say that this was bad?
If Republicans do not work with Democrats in a bipartisan way very soon, the government will shut down at midnight.
That bipartisan agreement has now been detonated because House Republicans have been ordered to shut down the government and hurt the very working class Americans that many of them pretend to want to help.
This is your new resist campaign. Like, what are you resisting? Your re-election? This is the rudderless Democrat Party, the party that trashes white people, and it's run by a bunch of old white people. And since Nancy Pelosi is fading off into oblivion, as Trump may sell her San Francisco-based federal building that's her gem, they don't have a direction. They're trying to appeal to like some cool pop culture that's literally laughing at them. They don't know how to respond to Trump and Joe Rogan and Elon Musk and Kid Rock and all the other folks on the Trump train that are having a great time, by the way. So they're just like throwing spaghetti at the wall with influencers like this. 16-year-old broccoli tops that take over the bench press at 5 o'clock with 10-pound plates on it, wearing Air Force Ones, getting tickled by Cory Booker. I mean, great look, guys. This is your legislative rudder? America is laughing at you people. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is like great TV. I mean, plenty of stuff for like 7 minutes. Deeply therapeutic on my end, too. But the Democrat Party is a product of a generation that got trophies for last place. And through like a series of SAT words and cringy commercials, they're trying to appeal to an American public that is just laughing at them. Good luck, guys.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.